What's up, guys? So a common question that I've been getting lately from people I've been coaching with is about how I stay organized with all my different businesses and everything that I got going on between being a parent and fitness and multiple businesses. How do I stay organized? So which is huge. Organization is one of the most important skills, especially if you want to be a multi-preneur, someone that's got multiple businesses, because if you're not organized, things can easily spiral out of control. So I'll have to do some more videos where I go real in depth, illustrating, showing you exactly more about my system, but just give you some simple ideas of it. I like to keep everything cloud-based, so I used to be more the paper planner and everything, but now I use Google Calendar. So Google Calendar is huge. I keep everything on Google Calendar. All my appointments throughout the day. I even put on my Google Calendar personal things. So when I have when it's my time with my daughter, I have that blocked out on the calendar. I have when I'm training jiu-jitsu, or when I'm going to be going to the gym. Always the night before, I do a review where I look over the day, and then I kind of do I briefly kind of plan out for the next day, but really the next morning is when I do more of a thorough plan for the day ahead, and I just kind of quickly identify when am I going to do this. And usually I get my workouts done in the morning first thing, but not always. But so I'll put in the calendar when I'm going to get my workout in, all my different appointments for each different business, when I'll be having a Zoom call or a coaching call, and then each one of the appointments, I keep detailed notes in there, maybe the person's phone number of who I'm going to be calling, some notes about them, how old they are, where they're from. That way if it's a coaching call and I'm calling them up, I can quickly remember who I'm talking with, and or address of where I'm going to, details. So Google Calendar is huge, and then that syncs with your phone and everything else. I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably familiar with Google Calendar. If not, then you should definitely get comfortable with it. And then also I'm a big to-do list guy. So I've experimented with a lot of different strategies for to-do lists, but I use an app called Todoist, spelled Todoist. Todoist is like one of the most popular to-do apps, and I like it because, again, it's cloud-based. That way I can access it from my computer, from my phone, wherever. And I like it because you can categorize all your to-dos. So I have business to-dos, and then I have personal to-dos, and then you can also prioritize the to-do. So it's like I have things that are priority number 1, meaning like they have to get done ASAP, and then priority 2, 3, 4, etc. And you can have tags in there, to make them repeating tasks if it's something that I do every single day or once a week. And so you can get real. I'm like a grandmaster in it or whatever. The more you do it, you get like points and things like that. So I'm like a grandmaster now or some corny thing like that. But I've been using it for a while. But I like it because you can get real, specific with your task, and you can track all your tasks and your activities. And then I also I'm a big one on Evernote. So Evernote, again, it's a cloud-based way of taking notes, and Evernote is like my second brain. I mean, I keep all my business receipts in there. I use it for my daily journal, doing journal entries in there. It's what I use when I'm working on projects. I have folders and notes for each project that I'm working on, and I like it because I can share the notes with people, allow permissions, people to access it. And then again, it's cloud-based, so I can access it from anywhere. Whether I'm at a doctor's appointment or traveling, I can quickly pull out my phone, or if I'm on a laptop or whatever, and I can get access to all my, tens of thousands of notes in there, and and quickly, see information, whatever it is that I need to see. So Evernote is another one that I'm really on top of. And then overall, I use a system called the GTD system. This is one of the critical foundation of how I learned how to get organized, was a system called GTD by David Allen. It stands for Getting Things Done, and he has a great system for how to stay organized, with everything. And it's one of the most popular books out there on organization and productivity. It's kind of outdated as it's all like paper version and everything, but you can easily implement the exact same strategies into cloud-based utilities such as what I just mentioned. So I highly recommend that book, GTD, Getting Things Done. Actually, I think the book's just called Getting Things Done, not GTD, but it's by David Allen. Phenomenal book. I highly recommend it. I think I've read it 5 times. Every time I read it, I learn something new, and organization is huge. And then I track everything. I can't believe it, when I talk to people on the phone and, who are doing like the medical commodities business, like I have friends that, and they don't, I ask them how many sales, have you done this? Oh, I don't know. And it's like, what? Like they're not like, I track everything, every single pickup, all my sales. I have Excel sheets. I track my pickups, my sales, my expenses. The reason why that's important is because if you're not tracking, you may be doing this business for months and months and months, and then all of a sudden you don't know, but you're losing money because you haven't been tracking anything. How would you know? Or maybe you're making a lot more than you thought. And so that's why it's important to track, so that way you actually know where you're at. And that's why I track my health as well. I weigh myself every single morning. I check my blood glucose readings. Kind of OCD with it. I check my blood pressure. But again, I like to know where it's at. That way I can stay on top of problems. A lot of people like to wait until they've had a heart attack or a stroke, and then it's, maybe now I should start, being proactive and monitoring my health. But, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So, I track my health. I track all my businesses. I use Google Drive, and I have spreadsheets for each individual business, and all there. With each individual spreadsheet on Google Drive, I have multiple sheets in there for each month of the year. And that way, I can track in my notary business and my, drop shipping, every single business. I have spreadsheets, and then I have sheets within the spreadsheets for each individual month. That way I can quickly track and see what's going on. And you can ask me how much I made or how much I spent 18 months ago, and I can tell you to a T. And why this is all important, because guess what? If you're an entrepreneur, you do got to pay your own taxes and file your own taxes. And so if you're not tracking stuff, and when it comes tax times, you're going to be in trouble. And if you ever did get audited, then you'd be in serious trouble. So it might sound like a lot right now, overwhelming what I just said. But, once you get it down, you can do all this really quickly and efficiently. I don't spend a lot of time. I can do all this super fast now because I have it as a system and it's just part of my life. But, in the beginning, I highly recommend take some time to figure out a system. Whether it's the GTD system, getting things done, or your own system, but have a system for staying organized. Because if not, it's just, you're setting up for disaster down the road. And so, organization is critical in business. So if you have any questions about my system, let me know. If it's something that people are interested in, maybe I'll do like a webinar style video for the YouTube channel, like going over my sheets and things and exactly how I lay them out, if it's something you guys are interested in. Or if you have any questions, leave a comment below. And I've been picking up boxes all day. I've been doing notary appointments and picking up boxes of test strips all day long. I still got like 3 more pickups tonight. It's a boom. I guess a lot of people get their refills on the same day, so I've been crushing it. Today was a profitable day. So the whole eBay finagle is not slowing me down. I'm still crushing it. So hope you all are doing well. And until next time, guys, let's make it a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Let's make it a great life. See ya.